Well, let me turn this down a little bit. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Take. I'm Ryu. We got a good show for you today. I have nobody here. Somebody might be joining in here shortly, but they're kind of being a little bitch. I don't know. We'll see. We got my boy Hot Rod that was supposed to be here. That was here last week. That is a Charger Fest. Said they were going to win. He's not here. I guess he wimped out. Whatever. I'm flying solo today. It's all good. Dallas Cowboys Take. Great show. Short show because I got things to do. I got a life here. Got to mow the lawn, water the grass, whatever. But Sunday, we're going to recap real quick. First of all, I'll let you know that Sunday was first home game for the Cowboys. And you say, what do you mean, Ryu? This is SoFi. Doesn't matter. 75% Cowboy fans, 25% Chargers fans. That was a home game for the Cowboys, America's team. If you were there, you don't even have to be there. You saw it on TV. Cowboy Nation was there all day, every day. We travel well. Doesn't matter where we go. We travel well. You have a lot of Cowboy fans everywhere, especially SoCal. We're taking over. So, quick recap. 2017 Cowboys won. Greg the Leg Zerline. Last second field goal. We all know how that went. So I won't get too much into that. I won't get too much into clock management. I didn't think it was too bad of a job. I know that McCarthy came with some bullshit excuses. You know what? I get it. You can't have that. If we would have lost, it'd be a whole different story. We'd be talking about something else. We won, so you just throw it away. Don't even worry about it. Forget it. All right. Quick style. We're gonna talk about the defense real quick, and I want to go over how we had 2 takeaways. Should have been 3, and we'll get to the penalties later. But there's one negated by a penalty, which was not a PI. I couldn't really tell because they don't like showing the replays on the big board of the away team doing something good. So I asked my buddies when I was texting them, was that a PI? They says, no, it was a bang play. Should have been an interception. So we should have had 3 takeaways. Okay. Diggs got one because he got one. I mean, Diggs got, we have 6 takeaways in 2 games now, and that's unheard of for the Cowboys. So Cowboys, you got to give them props for only giving up 17. I know two got negated, 2 touchdowns got negated because of penalties. Like I said, we got one, we got a PI that shouldn't have been a PI. So hey, it happens as part of the game. Like last week with the Bucks, there were some penalties that weren't called. It's part of the game, but you can't bitch about it. It is what it is. It's part of the game. You got to go. You just got to leave it alone. So, and I know we gave up like 300 something yards to Herbert, but Herbert is Herbert. He's going to pass. That's what he does. But we held him under 100 yards rushing. So that's it. Defense did their job. Bend but don't break. I want to get into Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, he doesn't play DN. He played DN, and he played it well. Now, should he move back? Should he move to DN? No, we got to keep him inside linebacker. But he came in. They couldn't stop him. They couldn't block the guy. During the game, I was texting my buddies. I was like, hey, I haven't heard Parsons' name much. I haven't seen him on the big screen because they don't, like I said, they don't show replays of the Cowboys much. But after watching tape, after watching film, watching the game, Parsons is unstoppable. You couldn't stop the guy. So big ups to Parsons, giving him mad props. But I want to get into the offense real quick because I know Greg Zerline got the game ball because he got the game-winning kick. I get it. And most likely, rightfully so, he should. But my game ball is going to go to Steele. A right tackle, second string right tackle. And he was battling to be second string right tackle with Tynish, which was out for the game. He was battling to be second string. He's second string now because Sunday, that performance he put on against Joey Bosa, one of the premier pass rushers in the NFL, Bosa didn't have 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack. I think he had one. He didn't have 1 sack. I think he had 1 tackle, and that was it. Held him in check. So my game ball goes to Steele. Now, we'd like to see Dak Prescott, throw for a TD here and there. But if you go back to the early days of Dak and Zeke, what was the recipe for victory when we went that year? We went 13-3, I believe it was, when he was a rookie. He didn't throw the ball 30, 40, 50 times. He threw the ball in the 20s. And we had ball control and we had balance. And that's what we got back to on Sunday. We were balanced. We actually ran the ball more than we threw the ball, which is okay with me. I don't mind it being 50-50 or 60-40, even 60-40 pass, but we have to be more balanced. We have to get back to the nuts and bolts of the Cowboys and why we were good that year, because you have to run the ball. And you have to be consistent. And when you run the ball, it sets up the play action. And then it'll open up the passing game. But when you don't have to have Dak back there throwing the ball 30 or 40 times, you're going to have a better shot at winning. When we run the ball more than we pass, guess what? We're 25-0. So that should tell you something, Kellen Moore. And I know last week Dak checked out a 12-run plays, so I'm not going to blame it on Kellen Moore. But going forward, the recipe to win is to run the ball at least 50%, 40 to 50% of the time, and having that balanced offense. All right, so that's what we should do going forward. Now I know Kellen Moore likes to get pass happy, so we'll see. He caught a pretty good game on Sunday, and there's some plays, there's some wrinkles that he threw in there that me and my brother were like, wow. That's impressive. He threw it. I never seen that play before. So big up some props for Kellen Moore as well. But keep it going as far as running the ball and keeping it balanced. Now I'm going to get into Zeke and Pollard because a lot of people are like, oh, Pollard's better than Zeke. No, he's not. Cut it out. Stop. Stop right now. Pollard should be running back one. No, he's not. Well, we can get rid of Zeke and get a trade for a good defensive player. And Pollard could be the number one next year. No. Cut it out. All right. Let me remind you, Cowboy fans. Back when we had DeMarco Murray and Joseph Randle, remember that? DeMarco Murray, NFL rushing leader, about 15, 16 a year. His backup, Joseph Randle, when he was in there, he did well. Kind of like Pollard. All right. When we no longer had DeMarco Murray, it's okay. Joseph Randle, he can tote the rock. He's just as good, or he's not as good, but he's right there. He didn't do shit. And that's going to be the same thing for Pollard if Zeke is not there. First of all, Zeke's a 3-down back. He can catch, he can run, and he can block. Pollard's a 2-down back. He can run and he can catch. He can't block. All right. So second of all, if you're a football fan, not even a Cowboy fan, if you are a football fan, you know that the defensive coordinator, they scheme for QB1, running back 1, and all the starters. They don't scheme for running back 2 or QB2. This is why when a second string QB goes in there, he does a really good job. People are like, maybe we should start that QB. He looks better. No, the defense isn't schemed. Their game plan wasn't set for that QB. It's the same thing for a running back. Their game plan isn't set for Pollard. Chargers' game plan wasn't set for Pollard. It was set for Zeke. Okay? And Zeke had a decent game. But once you put Pollard at running back 1, it's not going to be the same. He's not going to get those yards like he did Sunday. Now I'm saying Pollard's not a good back because he is a good back. But that 1-2 tandem we got, that peanut butter and jelly tandem, that's peanut butter jelly, like that. That peanut butter jelly tandem we got, Zeke can get you that 1 or 2 yards when it's 3rd or 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, and go from the goal line, whatever. Zeke will get you that. Pollard's he's not a bruiser. He's not as strong as Zeke. He's not as powerful as Zeke. He's a little shiftier and he's a little faster, but Zeke still got speed, and Zeke can still hit the holes. But if you know football, if you ever played football, if you ever coached football, you know they scheme for running back 1. So don't give me this shit that Pollard is better. Don't give me this shit that Pollard would do better. No, he wouldn't. As soon as they start scheming for him, it's not going to be the same. All right? Just reference back to DeMarco Murray and Joseph Randle. So please put that to bed. Shut the mouth on that. All right? Cut it out. Now, that game Sunday, besides being a Cowboy home game, was stressful as shit. I got my wife next to me. She's not a diehard like me. She's a Cowboy fan, but she's not a diehard like me. She was stressed out because it was highs, lows, penalties. It was just touchdown, got negated. And then we were going to kick that field goal. My wife was like, man, Zerline, he misses field goals. And I says, you know what? He's going to make it. He makes the long ones. Except for last week against the Bucks because that was long and his back was still not 100%. He makes long ones, misses the shorter ones. And I said, he'll make this one. And I was talking to my brother, and my brother's like, how long is that? I go, it's going to be about 54, 56. We need to get to this yard line. He'll be fine. He's like, I go, don't worry about it. He's got the leg. So when it went up, I knew it had the length. I knew it's just a matter of being, between the uprights. So it was good. Celebration happened. Good time for the Cowboys. Good time for Cowboy fans. But I was trying to share my screen, but I can't get it up. I have technical difficulties right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put this up to the camera so you can see this. I'm going to try to put it this. Now I'm going to put it right here so you can see the Cowboy fans and so you can see my boy Hot Rod. That was here last week. That was a Chargers fest, and they were going to win. I'm going to let you see his face. I'm going to pause it so you can see his face. So let me just put this up to the camera, and because I have technical difficulties, I can't share it on my screen. But let me just show you real quick. Hold on. Of a disgusted man, pissed off. Chargers lost. He said they were going to win. That's the Hot Rod. Sorry, bro. But look at that face. He's disappointed. They got a long ride home. A long ride home talking shit. Nah, I didn't talk shit, but that's a long ride home for the hot rod. Sorry about that, hot rod, but you had to go. That was just a little something for you to check out. And anyways, that was a quick one. Real quick, people, before I end this, people talking about the penalties. They were bullshit. Watch the film. The first touchdown that got negated, Van Der Esch got in, tackled him. Holding call, clear holding call. Second penalty, touchdown that got negated. Watch the film, people. Watch the top your screen and watch Cook go in motion. The receiver on top takes a step back while Cook's in motion. If that happens, they both have to be set for a second. And Cook has to be set because they were both moving. He was bouncing still. Then he went out and the ball was hiked and he went out for that's a penalty. Penalties are part of the game. It happens. Stop crying. Stop whining. We didn't whine last week. Well, maybe some of us did. But I didn't whine. A loss is L is an L. It is what it is. All right, Cowboys, we won, and that's it. Deal with it. All right. Dallas Cowboys take. We're going to make another show. I don't know when I say there's nobody else here, but I'm trying to get other people on here before Monday Night Football with the Eagles. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be a tough one. But, hey, this is Cowboys. We got a better defense, a better team this year, and we'll go from the Dallas Cowboys take. I'm Ryu.